You're listening to the Real Estate Growth Investor Circle Canada with your host, Gob. This is a safe space for immigrants, entrepreneurs, and future investors who are learning, growing, or taking their first steps in real estate. Here, we move with patience, focusing on clarity, confidence, and progress, one step at a time. Each episode is about real conversations, simple explanations, and honest stories from people who started right where you are and didn't give up. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, unsure, or discouraged, you're not alone. This podcast is here to guide, encourage, and remind you that growth is possible. Welcome to Growth Investor Circle to Real Estate Investing in Canada and around the world. Here's Gob.
Hello, this is a podcast joining everyone. Today we are live with Tony Tusan. So many people call him Tusan, and I like the Tusan better than Tony, but he prefer both. I don't know. Last time we spoke, what did you say
can call
about
me
your
anything.
name?
Tony Tusan, some find it easy to call Tony, so I just let them go ahead to call me that name, Tony, but of course, a lot of people that know me way back in my home country call me Tusan. So yeah, we are here. We are ready to make money from real estate. I'm happy to be here with Gabin. Gabin has done tremendously well in this business, and I'm happy he's also taking this step to educate others in this business. Sure, you can ask me questions, and I'll certainly tell you how I feel, how things have been running with me while in this business.
I am happy. By the way, this is a podcast dedicated to Canadian, any person who wants to build financial freedom, any person who feels like they have a goal, a mission. This podcast, it's named upon of that concept, building financial freedom. That's why we called it Growth Investor Cycle. We believe that the wealth, it's something that keeps going generation to generation. It does not stop with one person. Building wealth, it starts with one person, but it goes generation to generation. That's why I named it Cycle, an investor cycle for generation to generation. So I'm glad to have Tony today because we have a lot of things in common. We are both Canadian, even though I'm a little bit, it's been a long time. I mean, I live in Canada, but he's also Canadian. We have passion. We are passionate about real estate. That's things we have in common. We believe both in growth, and we want to use real estate as a tool to build financial freedom. Isn't that what you have to say about that, Tony? Tell me a little bit your mindset regard what I just said.
Yeah, it's a business, just like you've rightly said. You talked about it being something that you could keep for generations. Real estate is where you would have a cash flowing business. You can never miss it. With the right set of information, with the right attitude, with the mentality that it needs. It's not rocket science. A lot of people have done it and have made money from it. All you need is a good platform like this to educate everyone watching this. And we have a lot of businesses that people do that also probably goes from generation to generation, but the kind of skill set you need for that is way, way more. The returns on investment in those businesses, I can tell you it's not as much as what you'd be getting if you decide to invest in real estate. Real estate has performed year on year, given the right information. Most people just buy properties without the right information. That's what I see probably gets people burned out on. So if you see, for instance, a declining market, prices are coming down, and then you are not aware of that, you could make the wrong decision. So with the right information, you would certainly make it with real estate.
I agree with you on that point. Of course, Tony, he's learning a lot about real estate, and he's planning to continue his life, doing his best to, of course, achieve his financial freedom for himself and for his family. Right now, without going through details on strategies on how to buy homes, how to sell homes, I just want him to talk about his future, like just his normal life. day to day. He's what does in your journey as you are here right now. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Yes, of course, it's gonna be something that's related to professional state.
Yeah, thank you for that. So myself, I started my journey not too long ago, a couple of months back. And I can tell you, I wish I'd gotten this information right early. I do 9 to 5, but of course, it's something that I shouldn't be doing for a long time, considering the fact that I need to make more money in real estate. There's been some limitations, but I can tell you, even with the fact that you have a 9 to 5 job, you can start doing this real estate business. Also coupled with the fact that, of course, I have a younger baby that has come into my world. I have to fend for the baby. I have to do business. I have to do a 9 to 5. It's a whole lot of factors I have to consider, but with the right determination that I've given myself, I see myself coming out, making so much money, making so much investments in this real estate. I've enjoyed it so far. I know I'll continue to enjoy it, looking at the potentials that come up. Looking at myself in a couple of months, I believe I would no longer be with a 9 to 5 job. I would be fully immersed in real estate. Come to think of it, if you have a lot of time to yourself, how much potentials, would you be getting at that time if you're making profits even without you living the 9 to 5? Imagine when you now leave the 9 to 5 and then you set up systems, because this is all about systems, having partnership with people, reaching out to fellow investors. You're going to grow exponentially because now you have a wide partner base. You have people that are ready to fund your businesses, all around, because you now have the time to reach out to more people. So it's just a matter of geometric progression, I would say, starting small and then growing as time goes on.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that wisdom and sharing your professional what you are right now, and thank you so much for sharing that. I just want to know what motivates you every day. What keeps you going even though there is challenge. So people who's hearing us can take some knowledge from your day to day life.
Well, what motivates me? It's freedom. And of course, I see a great potential in me. When I talk about freedom, people usually just think it's, I want to wake up every day without doing anything. No, not just that. I want to wake up, travel around the world, go to the Bahamas, go to, the beaches all around the world and make things happen while money keeps dropping into my account. And that doesn't come, I wouldn't say it doesn't come easy. It just requires the mindset, to leave the comfort zone at the start and begin to build wealth right now. Nothing is going to stop you from building that wealth. 9 to 5 is not going to stop you. All you need to do is to take that leap of faith and do this business and join in the business. So that financial freedom is necessary. I want to have time for my kids. I want to have time for my family, my wife, my beautiful wife. I need to see her, every day while the money keeps dropping into my account. Yeah. So and also that I'm able to help people, there are a lot of less privileged. I want to be able to donate to different causes that will make the world a better place. So this is part of the motivation. With my 9 to 5, no, that's not going to give me that. I need to make the 6 figures, the 7 figures, on a yearly basis. That's what motivates me, to help people, to see that I'm free from financial encumbrances, to see that people in my caucus, people around me also have the same mentality, and then we grow together and we make the world a better place.
Yeah, we can see Tony's living already in abundance. He wants to succeed and help others. That's what keeps us moving. Even myself, I believe in abundance. I want to help other people. I want to help myself. I have something in my mind that keeps telling me I am responsible for people from my family who's there crying for help. When you feel like I grew up in a family for around 8 people in my family, and I know that all of them, they always say like, we need money, we need money. Money has always been an issue. So then I look at myself, I say, I'm the one who's going to change the generation wealth. And those people are not crying for money. They just were crying for that one person who's gonna step up and change the dynamic and the future of the family. And I
Certainly.
always feel like I am that person who's going to change that dynamic.
Hmm.
And this leads to my biggest question. What, Tony, tell us a little bit. Who influences your life growing up? Did you have like a model or someone you look up to and you say, I want to become that person? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, first I'll say my dad. My dad has been that hardworking person. I see him, work 9 to 5. He was determined. He make a couple of few investments here and there, but from the perspective I grew up with, I saw that he would have doubled down on investment, which he didn't. He had a long time in a 9 to 5. Was a government. He was a civil servant. So I saw that if he had decided to put this time into the business, or he worked with the government and all of that, the kind of hard work he has put into it, and he doubled down more on his investment, that would have been a more fruitful investment. Yeah, but I still appreciate because he gave us the right education, gave us the right, he built us to be honest, to have honor, and to be disciplined. And all of this has shaped, my upbringing. And with all of that, and with the mindset that I have, looking at other people that have made so much money, I believe I would be able to build, even as fast as those, the likes of the Bezos and Elon Musk and all of that. We could make this money with the right upbringing that we have had. We have the foundation, we have the mentality, we have everything. It's just the decision that I need to make, which I have made, and I know that this progression is going to, yield something fruitful. Having all of these factors come together, from the upbringing my dad and my mom has taught me, together with the factors that I've played in my business life. Back in my home country, of course, I had experiences with real estate. But coming here is a different ball game, and you have to understand the environment. You have to understand the market. You have to, know all it takes for you to be a legacy through real estate, and that's what I'm doing. I'm grateful for my dad. I would say.
What a pride died. Many
Mm.
people are watching us right now, or they're gonna hear from us. What message would you tell them if they don't have a dad, like a model, someone they look up to? What can you tell them? Just staying on that subject there.
Yeah, what I would tell them is just to, continue to look up to someone. There are a lot of people you can reach out to. Probably just send an email. If you look at that, their characters aligns with yours and they're making a headway, and there's a way you can reach out to them, probably through email, through the social media. Social media is not a level playing field. You can reach out to any mentor that you like to have. So just reach out to whoever you think, okay, will help you to navigate the waters in whatever field you choose, even if it's not real estate, if it's anything of your choice. Just get a mentor, get someone to look up to, get someone to guide you, in the affairs of life. If you decide to take this step yourself, it's going to take a longer time than someone that has gone up, got gray hair in that field, that could just shorten your steps and then make you grow faster but wiser.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Tony, because I believe that in that too. Either you look up to someone like a coach, or you can reach out to us. We are building something, like we want to help people. We are here right now live. You can talk to us, there is no problem. we are here to help you where we cannot.
That's
We
correct.
are here to build that abundance to help ourselves, help others. With fully transparency. We are human. We want to help. We are here to. I mean, that is motivate us. That probably motivate you as well. Like what touches you as well. So I just want to say that we are here as well. We want to help people. We want to connect with people. We want that connection that we can all grow. Like I say in the beginning of this podcast, that we are building a cycle for generations. So be part of this
Absolutely.
cycle. Be part of the winning people like us. They are the one who's gonna win in the
Hmm.
future. So be part of this. We definitely will help you if you don't have like a mentor, or maybe you have a family member, or maybe you don't have any family member. We are here for you. So without we touch a little bit about mindset, growth. Now
Right.
let's talk about real estate. I want to ask you
Yeah.
two questions.
Before that, I just want to jump into something. When you talked about reaching out to people, reaching out to you or to us, some people could just take it with a touch of with a little touch. They might not take it serious, because they've not been born before. I can tell you for free that I planned a long time on joining the business, but what I've been doing was just to consume YouTube, social media content regarding these. I didn't take that leap of faith, and it's burned me because it took me a while to begin to understand the process, because I was just picking pieces of YouTube videos here and there, watch this here. So there was not that full concentration and understanding of the subject matter. So which of course it got me burned, maybe not financially. Oh, if you put it in financial terms, because time is money, right? It took me a lot of time to understand the concept. So I would say I also lost in that way. So yeah, I think the earlier the better, so as to not get burned. You should be able to reach out to someone that would put you right in the right step, in the right frame of mind for you to be able to live in that abundance that you have always wanted to live in. Sorry for
I
diverting.
I can say nothing. You already said it all. It's you already
Mhm.
touched the basics what I was about to say. Thank you for sharing that. We are almost at the end. We don't wanna take too much time from you guys. Wanna At the end I usually ask three questions, and the guest will choose which one he feels comfortable answering. I pick three questions from pros, real estate, advanced, and newbies. So those questions are mixed. So I will read the first one, and then the guest will pick which one he feels comfortable answering. The first one is, what does success look for you in the 1 to 3 years from now? Of course, related to business, to real estate. That's the first question. The second question is, how do you balance real estate with work, family matters? The third question, which is considered like a newbie question, is, how did you first get interested in real estate? Which question are you going to go with first?
Well, I would say I could answer the three, but to think of the one that I would just let you know now. What do you think? What do you think success would be 3 years, 1 to 3 years from now? Well, looking at success in 1 to 3 years from now, I believe it should be nothing less than the six figures, because that's what I envisage. I want to be able to, of course, I would have ended my 9 to 5 by then. I would have built a system that's cash flows, which is the plan. It might not be a 7 figure, it might not be 8 figure, but it should be a 6 figure cash flow. And with the right set of information which I've had, I'm just going to double down on the information. Yeah, I have a mentor, I have a coach. Even my coach has a coach, So so we all do have people that we look up to, and with the right set of information, with the right partnerships, I believe I'll be getting up to the 7 figure by the end of the 3 years from now. That's my goal. It's set right there on my room door. So anytime I step out of the room, on my way out of the room, I see that goal, and it has that imprint in my mind that this is what I need to do. The steps are there, outlined what I need to do by the end of this quarter, what I need to have achieved by the end of this quarter, all is already outlined. Success is inevitable. It's certainly going to be made. Even if you do not reach the target, which I've set by the end of the 3 years, I'm certainly going to get to at least maybe 80%. Is for you not to set the target. If you do not set the target, how can you meet or how can you nearly meet the target? So you always have to set a target, which is what I've done. And success, as I said, is inevitable. Where I am now is certainly not where I'm going to be in 3 years. I'm going to be higher, way up there. And as long as you guys of course, join us in helping you, we cannot help you without you raising up your hands and say, okay, come join me. Let's go together and we'll be ready to go with you. That's all I can say. Success is all that we think of. Success is all that we dream of. And success it is that we are going to get. Thank you.
I think he said it all. What can I add on that? It's to conclude, it is a pleasure talking with Tony today. I can thank him enough. And I'm looking forward to welcome him again and again into this podcast to share our wisdom, our experience. We are here for you guys. Share this podcast with your family, your friends, everyone, because definitely we can learn from Tony's experience and we can keep growing all together. Thank you for joining our podcast.
It's a pleasure.
It's called again Growth Investor Cycle for Canadian and anyone who wants to join. Thank you.
Thank you once again.
Thanks for listening to the Real Estate Growth Investor Circle Canada. We hope you learned something valuable today that will help you continue to move forward on your real estate journey. If you need more information or you'd like to reach Gob for a one-on-one, go to growthinvestorcircle@gmail.com. Join us next time for more tips and proven strategies to grow your real estate business. Until next time, remember, progress comes one step at a time.